Hello everybody and welcome back. Sorry about the long delay. I took an unexpected midweek adventure 2 weeks ago, and it was a bit of a rabbit hole. Got back home after this impromptu adventure, was very tired, and I hadn't prepared anything because it wasn't planned for me to take that. So it took me a little bit to get back, but here we are. So what are we doing today? Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking, obviously, at the back part of North Vale. But I thought I might as well show you around some of the other bits that are planned, and keep working on that. One of the things that I do want to actually pause for a second as we look at the back of Stormwind is I want to let everybody know that I am preparing to release all of the assets that I use. So that textures, models, everything that I've made to make my mods will soon be available for download. And what that means is that that eventually, and I don't mean eventually in the long distant future, I mean in the really nearby future, right after I release all the assets, I will be releasing updated patches for Gilneas, and pretty much for Lordaeron, pretty much for every single map that I've done, you will finally have Quellamon, you'll have all that stuff. Even if it's in its unfinished state, you're going to have it. Just because I want to get it out there. The channel's been going on for a while now. You've all been really great with that. So I wanted you all to know that's a pretty big announcement. I know I'm burying it. That should have been the lead of the video. But when I do release the patch, we'll talk about it to some extent. Right, so here we are, and we're at the back of Stormwind. So you all remember what the back park looks like, what the cemetery, all that stuff. We've gone over that a bunch of times. And this field or plain is what is going to be sort of like the inspiration for the war that was had, First War. So we'll have a destroyed town, a little bit like Anderhall, and this goes up into the mountains, which will follow through another path and mountains. This is all very rough, so please ignore. Just try and imagine that it'll look right. And we will get, once you go up this area and up through here, we will reach these gates, which open their way to voila, right? So this is where the Black Rocks will have invaded. There'll be well, not invaded necessarily through here, but it'll be some of the connections while the First War, after the First War took place and ravaged Stormwind. Another bit that I want to look at here is I'm going to take you through the gates here of this North Vale area, and as we come through here, obviously there's a path down that leads to the fields, to the plains, and then this sort of like winds up around here, and this takes us up and away into the mountains. It also takes us right into this dwarven tunnel, and we're going to walk. Might as well walk across it. So I've added this bit, which connects sort of like Cosmodon to this part of the map. Oh, and I believe we should be coming up on the exit pretty soon. Yes. So we're going to be coming up on the exit pretty soon, and this, yeah, that's right. I forgot, it's actually a pretty long tunnel connection, but it's really good. And we come out on the other side, and lo and behold, we have Ironforge Cosmodon, the dwarves mountain. There's going to be here some work. I need to bring some elevation here and make sure that that's on the level. There used to be a troll tent along this path. Sorry. So I've redesigned the paths, right? There's a new path here that comes through this. You walk up through that point. There's this frozen tree that's there and leads to this point where there used to be, yes, there used to be a troll hut. But this now leads into that connection there and that. And guess what? Troll hut's been moved to the side where I've put in the same type of NPCs, and we now have these ice trolls, and they're just sort of like dancing and shaking their booties, and so it was a successful relocation of everything. Quests won't be affected. It should still lead you to the same areas, right? So let's just fly above that area and down the path, and as it winds down, we're gonna start looking at what was my secret project. Do I want to reveal it like this? Yeah. Sorry, this wasn't the secret project. This was one of the secret development areas that I had. I thought might have shown you in a previous video a bit more. Yeah, so this area here is obviously an orc base, but it's not an ordinary orc base. The idea, I think I'll make a special video on that. It's not orcs. Orcs will not be living here, so just keep that in mind. So you open these gates here, this opens to the back area, then there's going to be some connecting terrain. This all has to be developed. As you can see, there's some errors over there, and that will eventually connect here. So as you can see, the orcs came up through this, ravaged the area, established a camp. There will be some slave pits everywhere. There is sort of like a little slave pit slash arena area here. So, you know, you can start thinking. Just think it was once an orc outpost. It no longer is that. Pay no attention to these banners. They're just stand-ins. And that will be that. Did I talk about this? I might have actually talked about this and revealed it, but I don't remember. It's been a while. So you're all going to have to forgive me. There's a bit more of that if we look here, obviously, and we can see so that this is attached to some of what's in that, and this obviously leads to the back of North Vale, and there is a wall. So you can start piecing together what the regional enemies are going to be. They're somehow related to the orcs. They're not orcs at all. It'll be interesting. So I'll get to talk about that in a bit. Is there anything else that I want to show all of you for the time being? Yes, maybe, no. I think we're good. I think I've shown you. It's a big chunk of land, right? It was everything when we did the original navigation of the zone. Just revealed how enormous everything is. It's an enormous area. It's taking forever to get it done, progress, but it's on its way. And I'll be releasing some of this content as well, so some people will be able to actually dive in and change whatever it is that they want to change. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you're all happy with that. And having said that, we'll be back next week, and keep your eyes peeled, because that resource patch is coming pretty soon. So until then, everybody, take it easy, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.